Whew! After fighting a dragon in broad daylight for so much. Actually, not broad daylight. What was that? Some sort of lava pit or... Whatever, I got the legendary sword Chrysamere. Man, how does that even happen? It's a legendary sword and I've got it. Oh, it's good to cool off after all that lava, though. Then again, oof. Man, it's really cold out here. Is it snowing more? Is this more snow? I think I prefer it when it's warm.
Fresh fish.
So very, very warm.
They're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Yeah, Dawn Guard. Heard it 1,000 times from every single guard! Oh!
Please, take pity on an old madman.
What is this place? Is this the Bards College? Excuse me.
Welcome to the Bards College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
I was told to look in here for applying.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people.
Really?
When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
Really? What do you need me to do?
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bards College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago.
And that's where I come in.
Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
Why did she forbid the festival?
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed.
Oh, yeah.
Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof.
So what is the Poetic Edda?
I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
What do you know about dragons?
Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested.
Thank you.
Has the war affected your college very much? Or not at all, or anything, really?
Not much. But as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times. But the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era.
Very true. Alright.
I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Good to meet a prospective bard.
Vyarmo said you could tell me about the Poetic Edda?
He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then?
Yep.
That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time.
So King Olaf's verse is a lost part of it, then?
And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned.
Ow.
At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself.
Okay. I'd like some training in speech, please.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Thank
Be
you.
careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Men's Respite.
Yeah, tell me about it. Just when I'm warmed up, too. Okay.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a lot less snow. Skyrim. Yeah, this must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've heard so much about. Perfectly fine weather 1 minute. Countrywide snowstorm for the next 2 days. Let's see about getting into the Pelagius wing first. I guess I go up here. Should be the Jarls. Yep. Should I wait in line? I guess I should.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Halfingar's people will always be safe under my
Your
rule.
Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
No. Hi. So, I don't know how to say this, but, just give me a second here.
Field, do you
You're
have
looking for someone to help with
the court?
Wolf Skull Cave, right?
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Why is it called Wolf Skull Cave?
The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now, but everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted.
So, I need to get into the Pelagius wing.
Absolutely not. That wing has been sealed for hundreds of years, and for good reason. They say the ghost of Pelagius the Mad still haunts it. Ghost or not, there are reminders of his dark rule that are best left buried away. Please,
Alright.
feel welcome in the Court of Solitude.
Oh, look into Wolf Skull Cave then. Maybe if I do this, he'll let me in. Wolf Skull Cave. Near the Shrine of Meridia. Wow. That's kind of ironic. Isn't it? Okay.
The Emperor's cousin Vittoria Vici is getting married soon. The reception will be
Thank
public.
you.
Anyone in Solitude can attend.
I have a feeling that's not going to involve me much. I'm not one for weddings. I mean, I'm not one to be invited to weddings. I mean, my cousin got married once, and I didn't even get invited. Just... yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, I guess I should probably find a way to get to Wolf Skull Cave. Maybe the gate will take me there. Then again, if it doesn't... Bye, kid. Watch where you're running in the snow. If it doesn't, I suppose I'll have to walk up to Meridia's Beacon and from there. Well, let's see if the gate can take me there. If not, guess I'm walking the long way around.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and heart.